We are down the shore with Kristen and Bubba McNamara. I'm Maura Smith,
I'm
Joanne Kent. And we are really, really down the shore, right?
We're on the promenade.
We're on the promenade
more shore
in
than
front
that.
of Bubba Dogs. Bubba Dogs Snack Shack. I love that shirt. I need that shirt.
Well, you can get one. Come on in.
I'm buying one before we leave. Don't let me forget. So this story, I seriously think I could do 3 different podcasts with the two of you because there's so much going on. But let me start with you first, Bubba.
Yeah.
Your story kind of begins with your parents. Tell us, Atlantic City, lifeguard.
Yep. So Dad was born and raised in Atlantic City, and he went to Holy Spirit High School when it was on the island, when it was on Atlantic City Island, Absecon Island, I guess. And then he was a lifeguard himself from 1950 through 1957, if I'm not mistaken. My mother worked at Marlboro Blenheim, which I think is now Resorts International. So when Mom was working there, she was from upstate Pennsylvania. She met my dad as a lifeguard on the beach. They were 20 and 21 years old. This is 1955. And they married. I'm the youngest of 7.
Wow.
They saved the best to last.
Oh, yeah.
The 7 kids.
Tell all my brothers and sisters that.
There's something special about the baby of a family.
Yeah, thanks. And then fast forward to, it was actually right after the storm of 62 down here is when they started renting as a very, very young family. And then we bought our first house. I was 8 years old, so it was just a little over 50 years ago. And then I've been fortunate to spend all but, I think it's 5 summers of my life in Sea Isle. So
Wow,
yeah, we've
that's
been here
impressive.
a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Kristen, you kept on with the tradition. You married a lifeguard.
I did. And he introduced me to Sea Isle. I came here with my friends, of course, like most people do, but my family was a Brigantine family. And but of course I fell in love with Sea Isle. And we've been here now. We raised our family here. Our kids have gone to the beach here. They were lifeguards here every summer of their lives. So I guess since 1993, I've been here every summer because of this guy.
It was a goal of Kristen's and mine when we were freshly newly married. We both loved the shores, in particular Sea Isle, so much. We really wanted to give our kids what our parents gave us. And lifeguarding wasn't going to cut it. Somehow Kristen put up with me when our kids were very, very small. I was still doing the lifeguard thing. I guarded for many years in Sea Isle. But then my last year, I'll never forget, Kristen was pregnant with Timmy, our second child, who's now 23 years old, and Maddie was 2 years old, if I'm not mistaken, and I was still lifeguarding, making, I think it was $58 a day with a young family. So there was really no way that we were going to be able to continue our lifestyle. We're both teachers at the time. And it was really from that where the whole business kind of emanated. Because again, we wanted to be able to stay down here and give the gift that our parents gave us. And
So you really took it. So take us through the original Bubba Dogs.
Yeah.
And, a lot of our audience, they don't know about that you have to be a veteran, that you... It's
not easy, right? It's not easy to get.
No. So I was on the waiting list for about 5 years while I was lifeguarding. Lou Mancelli, who sold hot dogs on 85th Street. God rest his soul, Lou. If you remember Turtle Lou.
Oh yeah, of course, sure.
Yeah.
So that's Lou Mancelli. Lou sold hot dogs for many years, and I was a lieutenant on the patrol on 85th Street, and I would just see what he had. The lines that he had. He and I often talked. He was such a wonderful man. So that's kind of where the idea was planted. I was in ROTC, Naval ROTC in college, and I served as a naval officer for 20 years. So I had that requirement.
Right.
But there was nothing was opening up. There were 7 spots. So I had an idea. My father, my wonderful father, God rest his soul, and I had some long conversations about it. And at the time, there were 4 hot dog carts between 75th and 85th Street. So at 75th, 77th, 81st, and 85th Street, there were 4. And then the next one, if you headed north from 75th, was 59th Street. So you went 15 blocks, 75th to 59th, 16 blocks, there was nothing. But if you're setting on 77th Street, there were 4 in 10 blocks.
Yeah.
I'm on 82nd, so I've got my pick.
Yeah, you know.
But I love Bubba's.
No, there
That's
you go,
my
Mom.
favorite.
But anyway, that was my angle. So I went to council, Jimmy Iannone and Angel Dalrymple and Lenny, who've always been so wonderful to me and our family. And I went with a petition. I went to all the homeowners in and around 66th Street. There were about 12 or 14 homeowners, and I knocked on their doors. And I asked, would you mind if there was a hot dog cart out put here on 66th Street? And
sure
every
they were
single
all
one
like,
of them.
"Yeah, let's do
they
it."
all said yes, absolutely. And I went to a council meeting in January in a jacket and tie, and believe me, I was the only one in a jacket and tie at that meeting.
We go to the council
Yes.
meeting.
Sure.
And I owe Jimmy, again, God rest his soul, and Angel and Lenny a lot, because they all gave me the thumbs up. And that's where it all started, at 66th Street.
And I'm just going to interject. There's a picture in there of Tim at 66th Street.
I was
I saw
wondering,
that. Our
because
first
that's not
year.
59.
Yeah, that's from his first year.
What's your favorite Bubba Dog?
The 59th Street.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
What's the 59th Street? Tell me what it is.
It's Cheese Whiz with barbecue sauce,
Oh,
crumbled bacon, and potato sticks.
oh, yum.
Nice.
And that was actually the way in which that was created was kind of an interesting
really
story as
fun.
well. We tried at a second location over in Avalon about 13, 14 years ago, which for a variety of reasons, thankfully, didn't work out. The first mistake was going to Avalon, but that didn't. But that.
Are we a little partial to see us?
We are.
Not that we don't like Avalon. We love Avalon, but this is our home. And so we had a tasting party prior to opening that business, and we got like 50 to 100 different toppings. Everything from like marshmallows to
my
Skittles to you name it.
You name it, we were trying it out.
And we really we had about 15 or 20 people there, and we just put all kinds of different combinations together.
Cut them into little pieces.
And unanimously, once that combination, somehow it came together. Once that came together, every single person was just like, that's
That's
it.
it.
Everybody loved it.
And
So,
it's
to
our
this
number
day,
one
that's our
seller.
favorite.
It
Can I
is.
ask you about your rolls? Because you have like really great rolls.
Yeah.
What's the secret
So
there?
we get them fresh delivered every single day. I have to have the order in by 5 o'clock. And even if they're not as fresh as I would like in the shack here, we have a steamer. So they are uber fresh because there's no preservatives. If you don't freeze them overnight, I don't say they start to go, but they're not as fresh as they otherwise would be.
Okay.
The steamer brings them right back. And we make sure that, because we know Philly, the shore, it all starts with the bread, right? And I'm always super sensitive to that, because we all know that.
Right.
And I love it when the out-of-towners come, because they, more than anything else, we get that very,
Right, the
the
bread's
rolls.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I always tell our guys and our gals that that's the most important ingredient that has to be right every single time.
Is that from the beginning when you started? And
Yes,
you
absolutely.
had the aim for
100%.
the bread?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So we have not only Bubba, but there's somebody else in your family that is now in the
Military.
Navy.
Yes, yesterday we dropped our son off at the Naval Academy. So,
Oh, that's so
he's
impressive.
a plebe. Yeah, my heart.
Congratulations.
We're empty nesters.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Last night was our,
No, just coffee.
last night was our first empty nest night.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice. That's
So that's the upside, but we are missing our guy.
Oh, sure.
So we have this new
what,
baby.
This is your new baby. So
my new baby.
tell us about your new baby.
Yes, your new spot.
So in January, we decided to actually, we were inspired by our sister-in-law's father, who left his career, his corporate career, and went into a second life as a business person. And we were inspired by him in January to open up our newest location, the Bubba Dogs Snack Shack. I retired from teaching.
Congratulations.
Yes. So this is what we'll be doing now, and it's been a labor of love. We worked really hard ever since it was January 13th. That's our daughter's birthday. We gutted the whole place inside. Everything's new.
Beautiful.
The floors, the walls, everything. And it's been a long time coming. We've wanted to do this for many years. So.
We actually had our eye on this particular location for probably 6 or 7 years. We didn't really publicize it or let it be known. It wasn't for sale. It was for sale briefly 6 years ago. We put a bid in, and then the owner pulled it off the market. But I kind of always had my eye on it, and it went up in December, and we jumped on it. So this wasn't even, it's amazing how life turns out. Like,
It's crazy.
it wasn't even on the agenda.
Well, he sends me an AI version
Yeah.
of it. And I'm like, what? Like, are you doing this? And you said no. You're like, ha ha.
Gotcha.
Well, it was actually, I mean, I'll give credit to Kristen where it's due. It was, we decided as a couple that, we're gonna make this happen. We there was a lot of trepidation at the outset back in December. We were in, we were out, we were in. And then once we finally decided to pull the trigger, Kristen really took the reins on designing the whole thing. And she started with an AI inspired and kind of have a whole retro theme going on. Retro candy. We got Pop Rocks in there. We have, what else we got?
We are all sold out of the candy cigarettes. But we have more coming,
What's
don't
different
worry.
here than the actual stand? What do you?
We have more snacks.
Bigger menu, right?
Yep. We have more snacks. We're doing pulled pork here. We do
wow.
grilled chicken here.
Yeah.
We have grilled chicken up there. And the hot dogs, a lot more variety. And frankly, we've only been open about 3 weeks. So there's a lot more to come. We're doing cold brew here.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking.
Oh, Kristen said
Everybody's always looking for a good cold
Yeah.
that is so important because we are on the promenade in Seattle. We don't call it the boardwalk here; it's the promenade. But you are right off the promenade, and so that's great that people can get that.
Yeah.
43rd and the prom.
I always need my coffee in the afternoon, so.
And you don't have to worry about weather being inside. Not that it's always sunny in Seattle, so we don't have to worry about weather. But occasionally,
Bubble.
At least for the whole summer.
at least for the whole summer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good, but it's given us a lot of flexibility, and we know what we know. It is our 25th year, by the way. That had a lot to do with this as well. Not that was the be-all, end-all, but we just thought it would be a really cool testament to go brick and mortar for our 25-year
It's really
anniversary.
just all the stars have aligned for us this year.
We have a lot of
Oh, your merchandise
Yes.
rocks.
thank you. So we have our 25th anniversary T-shirt. We have Kristen's, this one, all kinds of hats and Snickers.
Martha Stewart over here. That's Marty Stewart.
Marty Stewart.
A little bit of help. I have my children have helped a bit, but it's a kind of a passion of mine. I love doing it. So designing the apparel has always been kind of cool. And really, what we do is, I've always been a believer in just getting the highest quality. That like this is a tri-blend that people love.
Yeah.
It's a great summer shirt, and we don't skimp on quality by any means. We just, if you have to pay a little bit more on our end, we do it.
Right.
That
Just
becomes
because.
everybody's favorite shirt.
And the marketing, I'm not going to lie, that certainly plays a role, but it's a comfortable shirt
It's
to wear.
really fun when people send us pictures in their Bubba Dog gear
Yes,
from like
when
all
they
around the
come
world
around.
when they're on
Yeah,
trips. Yeah,
that's
it's
so
so
cool.
fun.
I love it. That's so Seattle too.
Right.
One time John and I were in,
I know where you're going with this.
Oh my God.
we were in South Carolina, and
We knew each other
Charleston.
casually.
Yeah, we had mutual friends. And the mutual friend said, go to this bar. And we're all Irish. We're like, okay. So John and I are in the bar, and I hear Maura Smith. And I'm like, I've never been in Charleston before. It was the two of them celebrating wedding
Yeah,
anniversary.
you were celebrating an anniversary as
We
well.
were too, yeah. But it was around Halloween, and we just palled around the entire time.
Well,
did.
that bar, what was it called?
Dunleavy's.
Dunleavy.
Yeah.
So like 6 hours later,
Yeah.
we
you may have stayed all
I don't
day.
want to see more
we
after
walked
6 hours
out
in
of
a
the
bar.
place.
But then we went to dinner, and we really and we've been fast friends ever since.
Wait, yes.
I think you were. I knew you just because you were the Commodore at the yacht club at the time.
I was.
Yep.
Yes,
And
that's true.
I said to Kristen, who I don't think knew you at all, I was like, I think that's Mara, who's the Commodore.
Well, we would do Cheryl Herzog's beach boot camp.
camps.
That was
Yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
your baby, I think.
Got it.
Could that be?
Probably.
I don't even know
I
how
mean,
many.
forever. That was a long time
There,
ago.
I
Yeah.
think Colleen.
Garrity?
was like a teenager.
Yeah. so that is there's a lot of CL. I feel I said it before, I could do 3 episodes with the two of you. One thing I love about you, Bubba, is you have a lot of history with CL. You love talking about it. I love following you.
thank
You should really follow Bubba Dogs. It's you've got history mixed in with long lines for your hot dog. Winery, is it
Wienery.
Wienery. I can't, Wienery.
Bubba Dogs
Wienery.
Wienery. It's a play on winery.
I know.
No wine available.
No wine
wine.
on the
Wine
beach.
available.
We're not allowed to have wine on the
No
beach.
wine. Yeah, it's like Instagram primarily. I'm an early riser, so when Kristen's still asleep, I tend to just, do my post.
up.
I try to do it once a day, and largely it's, I guess, kind of a hobby, but really it's a great free marketing thing.
Sure.
There's no rules, right? Just like in this podcast, there's not a whole lot of rules.
There's no
rules.
We are winging it.
We're
Right.
not really fans of rules.
So, I don't know. Sometimes I think, I put my family on there and what's going on, and then I like to throw a history of Sea Isle, and then sometimes I'll throw hot dog stuff in there.
I love it.
But,
Hot dog stuff in there.
yeah.
So I know you guys just did this huge expansion, but do you have any plans in the future to go further, bigger? Or do you think about that? Or I know it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like this has been.
After this, never again. I'm just
No, so right now we're at a major, as many parents of adult children are, as you mentioned, or as we mentioned yesterday, was literally last night was our first night as an empty nest. Kristen just retired. I'm a teacher at LaSalle High School in Philly. I'm going part-time this year.
You're a realtor.
I'm a realtor down here
Oh,
in
wow.
Sea Isle, yep. So, it's all good problems to have. And to answer your question, Joanne, who knows, right? I like to think that this is, Kristen, that it's a really, really cool idea. And if somebody came along and said, hey, of course we'd listen to him. You'd be foolish not to. I think it has legs. Knowing what we've done over the last 24 years, everything's been very, very positive. There's never been a down year. Every single year we've been up.
It's impressive.
Yeah, and who knows, right? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, we did not even know this was going to happen in December. So
Sure.
Yeah.
January 1st, we had no idea.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking about, first of all, I'm thinking about you doing all this and you with all the kids in the summers.
my children.
All of them to the beach by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Did they ever help out with you guys? Did they work at the?
They all do.
They all did.
Yeah.
They all guarded and they all worked at Bubba Dogs.
Wow, that's
So Connor was the last. Maddie was a lifeguard for 5 years. She didn't really like to work at the cart all that much. Timmy did. He's 23. So Maddie is now a traumatic brain injury occupational therapist at the University of Pennsylvania.
Wow.
We couldn't be more proud.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Timmy is selling commercial insurance at Chubb in New York City. He's doing wonderfully. He guarded for 3 years, and then Connor did 2 years. He would have been guarding this year had it not been for
His
the
appointment.
Naval Academy, and he rowed doubles for the patrol. Won last year. He's rowing. He got recruited to row at the Naval Academy as well. So that's going to be a sport, and that's going to be a nice nice thing for Kristen and I to do is to follow him around in his rowing career.
That's amazing.
So Kristen was super mom when the children were young, and we were trying to build the business, and there were a lot of weekends I'd be down here working festivals. She'd be doing the soccer mom thing. And fortunately now we don't have to. We're not
juggle like that.
Yeah,
But you made it work, and it was really fun in the process.
I look back at the times when I would have the double stroller, like chairs, boogie boards on top, and 3 kids in the double stroller. You know,
getting to the beach.
Yeah, but it would be my daily workout.
And
I loved it. It was so great,
and they were. I'm sure they
nothing
loved it too.
better than the kids.
They would always come to 59th Street at the cart. So the whole family would sit on 59th. And there's a whole crew. There's probably 50, 60 people up there. We call it our circle.
I love the circles. There's nothing like
the Sea Isle
Jersey
Shore circle.
There's like one on every beach.
Yes,
there is.
The circle is, and we all take care of each other. There's a lot of wonderful people that a lot of jobs have been had as a result of the network that exists in that 59th Street circle.
It's so funny you mentioned that, because when we did a podcast last week with his local historian, and he was just saying in general people in Seattle are so welcoming and helpful, and I think that's part of the big charm and why people want to be here.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
It is, and we also got to do a podcast with the chief, whose name's just
Rennie Steele.
Rennie Steele. I'm so sorry, Rennie. But he was amazing, and we talked about lifeguards, and that's also a whole nother level of lifeguard friends and service.
Yeah.
His best friends, which are like family to me now, are the people he guarded with, and our children's best friends are their children. Right. And we do our holidays down here now, and it's, I mean,
Maddie's boyfriend Jerry is a wonderful young man. They met on the beach. They were both lifeguards.
We love love stories.
We do.
That's,
we do.
There's a lot of them.
Yes,
they're cute. We love them.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
And she lives with her. Well, we were talking earlier,
Yeah.
a mutual friend that Tim guarded with the husband. Mara worked with the mother. Maddie guarded with the daughters, and now lives with them in an apartment in Philly. Now that they're grown-ups with their real jobs.
So nice.
It's just it's the Seattle, just
the connection
everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so great.
So we want to make sure that people know about both locations, what's going on. So give us an idea. I mean, it's sunshine unless it's raining. You're on.
Yeah, so usually it's like 7 or 8 days a year it rains. We call it the Sea Isle bubble, as everybody in Sea Isle knows. And God always smiles down on Sea Isle. So often when it's raining in Avalon and elsewhere, it's not in Sea Isle.
It is true.
So come to Seattle for a Bubba Dog.
That's it.
Right?
But hopefully tomorrow they're calling possible rain, but maybe not. So when it rains, obviously the cart, we do not open. It is daily. We're open from 11 to about 4:30. We do cater, by the way. We do.
That I've used
been
you
at events.
for
Yeah, it's
catering.
so fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen your weddings.
Yeah.
I had you before a boat ride
That's
one
right.
Birthday
time.
parties.
Birthday parties.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it actually really took off COVID year when all the bars and restaurants, seems like Twilight Zone, remember?
Yes.
But that's when the catering really took off, when people started having house parties. So we can roll the cart anywhere, and we like to stay in the Avalon, Sea Isle, Strathmere area in the summer. But yeah, we have a whole bunch already booked, and if anybody wants to consider it, just go to the Instagram Bubba Dogs and shoot me a DM. And then the Shack is open similar hours, 11 to 8, 9. We're still trying to figure it out.
You're open that late?
Well,
You know, our vision was the snack shack, all the teenagers that are hanging out on the promenade. Because that's
this is
what,
such a cool place for them to go.
well, that's what young kids do in Seattle, right? They come up to the promenade, and so we thought, oh, we'll bring in a bunch of snacks, things they might enjoy, and there we have the arcade right next door. So we were hoping to get some of that nighttime traffic.
Tell us about the menu. We mentioned some things, but did we forget anything in the
candy.
Yeah, we got a lot of candy.
Cotton candy.
hot
Nostalgic
dogs,
hot dogs.
obviously?
Chicken.
Now, do
pulled
you
pork.
do the 59th Street here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all
And we
kinds.
have all our fresh squeezed fruit drinks. So we have an Arnold Palmer and a lemonade and a strawberry lemonade, and I have a cold
Nice
brew.
coffee.
There's
Right.
also,
So
You get the lemonade at your stand, 59th
oh, yeah,
Street
yeah.
too. I love.
Limeade, orangeade,
Limeade.
raspberry lemonade. Yeah, it's a big hit.
Is everything available every day,
Every
or
day.
they rotate?
Yep,
every day.
Everything. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so we're open every day. So we'll see how it goes. But we do specials every single day, so it tends to change. Jason Kelsey's a famous dog, everybody's favorite Sea Isle Eagle.
Yeah, and he just had a couple days of raising
Yes.
millions of dollars
He's amazing.
for autism.
We're so lucky there
We really are.
that he's part of our community.
Yep.
He is. Tell us about the Kelsey dog.
Chili cheese and potato sticks. So potato sticks, you all probably had them when we were little kids.
Love them on a hot dog.
And
That
yeah,
salty crunch, it's just perfect.
It's just perfect.
right. So, and you can obviously get whatever you want on any of our dogs. These are just the specialty ones, but the potato sticks are always a big hit.
We have the Bubba Dog meal deal. That's a hit.
That's
Oh,
right.
Bubba, I don't know
What's
this.
that?
So you can get a bag of chips and a drink and a hot dog for $7.
Gosh,
really good.
Marketed.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do. We've
that's
always
awesome.
that's kind of been the business model is you look at prices everywhere have gone up. We've always tried to keep it nominal and keep everybody happy. You don't.
Family friendly.
Oh, you're down for a week,
Yeah.
and the last thing you feel like doing is packing lunches on top of everything else. You got to schlep to the beach. So if you could feed your kid for $7 and keep them happy,
Then it becomes a memory.
exactly.
Well, and that's what we found over the years. People come every year to get their shirt
Yes.
because that's what they do on their
Yes.
vacation. Just like a lot of the other seashore traditions, right? Like Johnson's Popcorn in Ocean City, they come to Sea Isle for their Bubba Dog, and
We had a Philadelphia Magazine we were fortunate for a number of years to get Best of the Shore, and then one year they did the 12 must-eats of the Jersey Shore.
yeah.
And it was a full page. It was really cool, and it actually kind of touched my heart because on it was Mango, Johnson's Popcorn, Smitty's Clam Bar, Springer's Sack of Subs, Springer's Ice Cream. And Springer's, we were right next to Springer's, Bubba Dogs.
Oh, cool.
Two of my favorites.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know. I was there last night.
So when I was a kid, at a very young age, my dad would put myself and my 6 older brothers and sisters in the station wagon just once a summer.
Right.
He would take us to Stone Harbor to Springer's.
Big deal. Wait
And
in
it was a
line.
really big
Yes.
deal. And then fast forward, sadly, Dad had passed prior to that issue coming out. But there we were, right next to Springer's,
amazing.
where he used
Real
to take
full
us every
circle
year.
moment.
Yeah.
He knew it. He
Oh
made
yeah.
that happen.
Yeah.
He really actually had a lot to
Little
do
wink.
with the genesis of the business, for sure.
Well, and who was your secret helper in the secret sauce? in
My
the
mother
beginning? Oh my
was everything, as so many moms are. But when I was really starting out, before we had any employees at all, it was just me. Mom was everything.
Back at the depot, filling the ketchups, and we had 2 infants, and so I love to say I was more helpful than I was, but I wasn't. She really picked up the slack.
Yeah, it's awesome.
She really helped us get our feet under.
They were, and they were, I mean, if you're looking at it, I'm your youngest child, and they were so instrumental in the launch of the business. So yeah, I owe everything to Mom and Dad.
Yeah,
That's
Really great.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I think
such a
this is-
Sea Isle story, right?
It's a great
such a
Seattle
Seattle
story. It's
story.
part of what
Yeah.
makes it so great. It's why everybody wants to be here.
Yeah.
It's why we
Now,
want to be here.
now that your son is in the military, is there a chance that he can take over Bubba Dogs because he'll be a veteran?
We haven't. Connor is. We don't know where he came from.
He's 6'4". I'm 5'2", so there's that.
5'2". I'm just short of 5'11". There's no height in either one of our families, and
Not like that.
Hey, well,
yeah, well, he actually
Ate a lot of
did.
Bubba
I ate a
Dogs.
lot of Bubba Dogs.
If you want to get a tall child, get a lot of Bubba Dogs.
Right? But he's got his sights set on some pretty lofty. He's got some pretty lofty goals.
Awesome.
So who knows what the future
Not
holds?
that
right?
being a hot dog guy's not a lofty goal.
Oh, this is,
Not to belittle what you're
I would not trade it for
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I mean, he'll have it. we'll have that opportunity. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know. Sea Isle has a big draw, right? Everybody,
It does.
everybody comes back.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so.
They do.
Keeps
They
getting-
really
And
do.
that's the
Pulled
thing
back in.
about, you know,
Right?
having a house at the beach. It's like your grown children,
Oh, they're always coming
they're
back.
always coming
Yes,
back. You
whether
know?
you want them or not.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't come visit us in our suburban house, but
Right.
here it's like
We just
they
got the
come and they
text.
bring the friends and
Yes.
Yeah, the New York, right? Can me and my 3 roommates come down for July 4th? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
You're not
And we-
getting that back home in Jenkintown.
Yeah.
No.
and we always try to say yes. I mean, Connor had some friends sleeping on the couch on the back deck last week, so
It's okay.
you know, whatever you can do to
We have, yeah.
share the
That's
wealth.
part of the tradition, too.
It is.
My sister called one time and she said, is Joseph there? Or no, she said Joey, and I call him Joseph. I'm like, Joey. And she's like, oh, is Joseph not there? And I'm like, oh yeah, he's I'm sure he's here.
He's here somewhere.
Somewhere in this house.
Yeah.
But so we thank you so much.
Yeah.
This was
We-
great.
this
is
Thank
so
you so
fun.
much.
We
Thank
hope-
you for taking the time to do this with us.
We really do. And
really loved it.
we have some rapid fire questions
All right.
that we make up
Yes.
off the top of our head.
Okay.
Saltwater taffies or fudge?
Saltwater taffy,
The fudge.
Opposite attract.
Favorite pizza?
mac and kiss. No, Phil's
Bills.
upside down pie.
Me too. That's mine.
I like Phil. I also like the old world Italian at Oogie's.
Oh, that's so
And,
good.
Is that the grandma?
It's the square.
So it's
The square. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
old world. Love the
Yeah.
Any other rapid fire? It's not that rapid.
What's your favorite Bubba Dog? We covered that, right? You said the 59.
What's your favorite?
What's yours?
59 and the Philly Dilly we didn't talk about is cheese whiz bacon.
Oh, I know what his. He's not. That's not his favorite. His favorite is the Bub and Hank.
Oh, that's true too.
What's that?
Oh, with Hank sauce?
Yeah, Hank sauce.
It's not a hot
Oh,
dog
I
at
love
all.
a collab.
Another
I
Sea
love a
Isle
collab.
plug. Yes,
it's
that's
not.
awesome.
It's not a hot dog at all. It's grilled chicken with Hank sauce and what else?
Bacon and
Big
cheese whiz.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
We did a podcast with Hank Sauce,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was that's
the
awesome.
best.
But I love a
They're the
collab.
best.
Did you see the Hank Sauce with the Pop Tart at
Yeah, I
Short
did.
Break?
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not.
Buffalo chicken.
Is that what
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
buff chicken.
That's awesome.
oh, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's delicious. Yeah.
So good.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
so
much.
fun.
Thank you.
That was
You're
really
so
fun.
busy.
That's
Thank
like
you.
your first podcast.
It was
This is my first. Yeah,
wonderful.
so fun.
You would want to do it
Easy.
again? Like,
Sure.